Welcome back to a new Women's League casted game. Here on the west we have DL-Zig playing as the Ayyubids, and on the east side we have Trips&Blips playing as the French. And with me today is the one, the only Nim.
Oh, I'm getting the like the announcer voice.
Yeah, right.
Oh, we wanted to make a mill and then we forgot. I feel like those old like fighter MMA voices would be very good.
Here is being a mill.
On the east side, we have the French, played by Trips&Blips. And on the west side, we have the Ayyubids, played by DL-Zig.
3, 2, 1, fight! How's the wisdom is being plopped
Sorry,
down?
we are on Himeyama.
Yeah, this is our first Himeyama match.
This is the first one we've casted anyone anyway.
My
It's
biggest
probably
question
not the
about-
first match.
No.
Oh,
Sheep.
That's sad. Last match this happens as well.
Yeah.
Oh, she's going back this time.
She got it.
She's got it.
She's got it.
Oh, baby, she's got it.
Okay, and
You know
we
what?
have the Ayyubids versus the French. And honestly, it needs to be said that this is an incredibly tough matchup for the French. Incredibly tough matchup for the French.
Another thing that I really need to know is like, why are there no mountains on this map?
Considering it's called Himeyama and Yama means mountain.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's hilly, but it's not mountainous.
No.
Like it means
It might
something
as well
like
be the Netherlands.
Princess Mountain, right?
Yeah.
Ooh, that's
That's
risky.
risky.
That's risky. I wouldn't do.
I played this match, was it yesterday? And my opponent did this with 7 sheep.
Oh no! And then you just like swoop in and grab all those
Yeah.
sheep. Yeah, you hate to see it.
I love to see it if it's me sweeping them.
Yeah, I'm sorry. So we were saying this is an incredibly tough matchup for the French. Like, there's no understating this. The French have the lowest win rate out of like versus the Ayyubids. Like, it's the lowest win rate, period.
Yeah.
And like most of them, right? Most of the matchups, they hover around that 50%, right? Like, sure, it will be like sometimes 48% win rate, and win rate doesn't mean everything, right? 48 is really decent. 47 is still good. 45, you can still feel confident about your match, right?
Yeah, you still have a fighting
You
chance.
still have a fighting chance. It doesn't mean anything. Like, sure, they might have a slight advantage in that matchup, but you can overcome that. The French versus Ayyubid is somewhere in the 30s.
Ooh.
In terms of win rate. So that is significant. It is it is currently the hardest matchup, I do believe.
Is it also so bad for Jean against the Ayyubids?
No, Jean does really well, actually. Wait, what? Yeah, are we? Okay, we've decided. Yeah. I think it's like either 38 or 36, maybe even. But it is pretty tough for the French. It needs to be said, going into this matchup, that is something that you need to be aware of. And honestly, the one thing that you want to do, School of Cavalry, right, going in with those knights, it's gonna be very hard against the Ayyubids. They have all the tools at their disposal that they need. They have spearmen with a very long range, the phalanx upgrade. I do believe the Ayyubids get this as well. Do correct me if I'm wrong. I think the Ayyubids is the single faction I've yet to play. Shame on me. But they have the Desert Raiders, which do amazingly well versus enemy knights.
They're
They're anti-cavalry
yeah.
units. All camel units are, but the Desert Raiders especially so. Like, all camels have a debuff for enemy cavalry that is called Camel Unease, which I think
they don't like
is
camels.
either adds like a -20 or a -25%.
There's one.
Here we
can
go.
check.
20% less damage for all those units.
Yeah, so if there's one camel in the neighborhood, there's 20% less damage.
All enemy cavalry does 20% less in like a circle, something to this size. around that unit.
Yeah,
When we end up with a military wing, we end up with military reinforcement, which gives us that early desert raider.
Yeah,
I
and
think we're just
also
gonna bring that out to their goal.
The wheelbarrow coming out for the Ayyubids, and we got
Oh.
survival tactics coming out for the French. This is
We do.
quite far. This is quite dangerous.
This is quite dangerous. I think Trips was hoping this wouldn't be caught out, but she definitely revealed her hand and she's taken that scout for a ride,
Yeah, well,
not realizing.
there is gonna be an attack incoming though. They're
No,
gonna
okay, Trips does spot it out, yeah, at the last moment, but these are two very low health villages. We went past them for a little bit, but they are gonna go down, honestly. Yeah, if we target them. Oh no, we needed to shift queue them.
Oh, now the scout is actually taking up a lot of this.
Yeah, we
damage.
switched to our archer here, but we needed to shift queue, and we could have had 2 dead villagers here. But I think DL-Zig was a little bit busy. Yeah, like you said, we have wheelbarrow. We had survival techniques for the French. Survival techniques is already in, I do believe.
Yeah. Yes.
Right?
Yep.
And now we have survival techniques, but no boar.
Yeah.
And even though, like, I think we had the option to really quickly wall this off. Like, I'm not sure the desert raider could have reached with the bow all the way from back here. But it does suck, right? You can see the camel on ease giving a -4 on that that knight there. If the desert raider turns around, they can win this. I do believe.
But I don't
because we're doing 13 damage, right?
Yes.
And this knight is doing 19 damage.
-4.
Third and like 29 on that charge if you can get it off. But it is -20, so that's -4 on that damage. And that's even more on that charge because it applies to that charge as well. But it's an extra +13 versus cavalry, right? So that is 26 damage, right? That charge, right? The French knight charge, which is so good. This does 29. Every swing, this desert raider is gonna do 26 damage. Every swing.
Yep.
So you can tear through those knights with these camel raiders.
Yeah, but she might be thinking of like trying to keep them like healthy to be able to do these raids.
Yeah, Trips is like really knows that, hey, if I want knights at all, I'm gonna need food. And I'm gonna need plenty of it. So I'm just gonna go into horticulture, cut my losses for now. Not cut my losses. We are back
also
on that
the
boar carcass, baby.
I mean, you know, if you do something they don't expect, they're not gonna check.
Yeah. when the villagers retreat like that, we can switch to bow really quickly to get some extra damage in so that we do not need to dive underneath that town center.
Yeah, then we can keep the health pretty high of those desert raiders.
I think our players are gold league.
Shall I check?
I'm pretty sure they're gold league. So sometimes we want to see certain things happening, but we always need to keep in mind 8 p.m. Right? It is. Oh, we need to cancel this before. Yeah, good. We can just rebuild it.
Witching End, which is Trips and Blips, is I think. Is this silver or is this plat? Because
it says plat.
Okay.
I think I checked for DL-Zig, which is the one that we're. This is how we got in the game. Said gold, but I might have also been like plat 1 before.
I'm trying to look through the cards right now.
It's
yeah,
hard,
gold.
it's hard, when you're at the top end of gold or the early plat.
Yeah.
What you really want to say that you're playing as. I mean, no disrespect if anyone sees that as disrespectful, by saying our players are gold. It's
I just never can see the difference between like.
Yeah, those are
silver.
What you're looking at are the old icons actually, and the newest ones are much clearer because the old icons used the same tools on each of the emblems, and the newer ones do not do that at all. Okay,
so
we're going with the Royal Institute. We're going on wood because we need to farm transition at some point, I think. We're on that sheep carcass, still on that board. We have 5 here, exactly. Good call, Trips.
Yeah,
right? Like
they can all go into.
They can all go into that
Oh,
outpost.
she's gonna check again though. She's coming back. She's gonna check on that board.
Okay, so these desert raiders are scary, but there's a little trick to them. They have 0 range defense.
So if you're in the outpost,
If they're in the outpost, they go down very, very quickly. They go down very,
so
very
they
quickly.
won't they don't like the outpost.
They do not like that outpost. We have double products coming in for DL-Zig. DL-Zig not looking to age up. Not looking to age up. She's already aged up. I missed it actually. Did it show? It doesn't show
I
for
didn't
Ayyubids
see
maybe.
it, but yeah, that's probably.
I was
the
like,
case.
I was just checking in with that resource. I was like, wait, where are those resources? No, okay.
They're all
We went
gone.
up with the eco wing. I think it's probably and it was the extra villagers. So that's 8 extra villagers, if I'm not mistaken, that we got.
Yeah, 8 extra villagers.
Yeah,
We did see that double products also coming in for trips.
it's a very powerful age up. So on the first one, if you go from Dark Age to Feudal,
It's
you
just
get
3
4
villagers.
extra. You get 4 extra villagers.
So
If you
3.
go to Castle, you get 8 extra villagers. If you go to Imperial with it, you get 10, but they also get a permanent gathering rate bonus. But the Castle Age one is huge, right? Like 8 villagers is a huge amount of extra
Especially
villagers.
this late in the game.
Yeah, and we're just gonna invest into more camels, camel lancers now, and I think the camel lancers will have some ranged armor.
Yeah, we
It's-
see special tags coming in as well. Veteran C for the Desert Raiders, and we see phalanx. Phalanx? Is that how I say it?
Phalanx, yeah. Which what we called out earlier is that they the Ayyubid spearmen have. It adds a little bit of extra length to the spearman's range. It just makes it that much easier to deal with French knights. Is this wall
no.
gonna come up? We need to honestly kind of hurry up and place
Nope.
this down. Nope.
Oh,
It's-
they're
it's-
squeezing through the end.
It's this last bit that didn't come up yet.
And now those villagers are gonna go down. Oh,
Increasing that gap in
a villager count.
village count even more.
That scout.
Oh,
doesn't
scout's gonna
look
go
to
down.
retreat.
We're gonna lose some of our vision here.
But no, we have a sheep. It's fine. We can know what's happening.
But Spy Sheep is in position. We know exactly what is going on now. Ranged ranged damage coming in from Trips. It's a good call.
In the meanwhile, the ranged.
But I think
the ranged defense is coming in on the other side, so that will cancel each other out.
the Dervish coming out, picking up a far relic already. This one was really close to Trips's base, so it's kind of the greedy pick. But I
But
think
on the
she
other
knew
hand,
that
if
she
you
could get
have
away with
Dervish,
it.
They're faster than the monks are.
They're faster than
So
than normal monks are.
It's easier to basically get a far relic.
Than the poor pedestrians. Gambesons for the crossbowmen.
This might be used if this gets spotted. I don't think she sees it. No, she doesn't see all those villagers, because that's a lot of villagers down there.
Yeah, but we do have a lot of crossbowmen down
True,
here. They
true.
are standing right on top of them. Trips does spot it out. She knows that they're on their way.
The crossbows all move over.
She's moving some of them
Yeah,
over,
some of them.
which
Just
I
like-
think is the right call.
Yeah.
Because we just have no vision back here.
No, we don't know what's going on.
We do not know what's going on. It was the right call.
Yep.
These are going to go down
These were
very,
just a
very
split
quickly.
as well.
Because, yeah, again, no ranged defense, right? So this is just a straight up 13 damage that is on that Desert Raider here.
Yep.
We have so many walls coming up for DL-Zig. This is going to help a lot with those French Knight raids if we need to.
Yeah, trying to protect these relics as well. She's already got 2 in the bag.
2 in the bag. Elite Knights coming in. I'm not sure if we really... So, I think DL-Zig is playing it like this, right? If you continue to make Knights, we will continue to make camels.
Yeah.
And all it will take to deal with these Arbitratrier is going to be a mangonel.
Yeah.
And wouldn't you know it, that's very easy for the Ayyubids.
Yeah, and the Manganiques are even better than...
The Manganiques are
Mangonel.
special Mangonel units with a higher
what's-
area of effect.
What's he going to do?
I think we might have accidentally clicked that one.
He just wants to come with the fight.
Yeah, I think this is unintentional. I'm just gonna imagine that's unintentional. Wheelbarrow. This is good. Getting wheelbarrow against civs that are fielding cavalry is a very good idea.
Some villagers.
There's some villages going down. Because like your villagers can get away just quicker because they have more movement speed.
Yep.
We are fighting in the center here. Lots of crossbowmen for trips. It was a good choice going into those crossbowmen. Honestly, we've stopped producing knights so much. I think that's the right call.
Yeah, we do see quite some crossbow coming.
But we
out
do
for
need
the
to be
use as
aware
well.
of the fact that if that Manganique ever comes in, we are in.
And it's in queue.
It is in queue. Is it?
Yep.
It is in queue. So the Camel Lancers do have some range defense, but they are heavy units. So
Yeah, so
the
the
crossbows
crossbows
will
are
do
good,
extra
yeah.
damage.
And they're being picked off quite fast.
Yeah, I would love to see some sort of front line of horsemen, spearmen,
Anything. A
men
front
at arms,
line.
anything.
Yeah. Yes, he's getting some good picks.
We're getting good value out of these crossbowmen here for sure.
Even though there is no front line, which usually means that you're...
Yeah, no, that
low
was
pain, but-
great kiting. We're picking up lots of our blacksmith upgrades. We get the melee damage for free because we're on the French. Still on the hunt back here. The boar has been depleted since.
Yeah,
We're
but
gonna need more
There's some
food.
more juicy juicy meat down there, so...
Yeah, we are getting our money's worth out of that survival techniques.
Yeah,
That's for sure, though.
This is like the third meat source.
Yeah,
zone.
we're on boar. We're on deer.
Another
2
deer.
deer. Yeah, so we're definitely getting our money's worth out of that.
Yeah, and meanwhile the Ayyubids are going for the berries because they're gonna be getting a bonus on the berries instead. And the Manganique is out, so that's gonna be a
Manganique is out.
problem for those scrolls.
For those Arbilatriae, yeah.
So they either need to make some more knights or make springles maybe. I mean, there's quite some ways to deal with the Manganique. But you gotta have to realize
I
that
think
you gotta deal with
we
it.
are selecting this with our select all army.
Military, yeah, because it counts as a military unit.
Yeah. Stirrups for the crossbowmen. I think this is a really good call again.
Increase attack speed by 25%.
Yeah, I feel like our French upgrades are so informed right now. Like they're so good. They're so smart. But it is still very difficult.
Oh, if
and-
those Manganiques are gonna shoot,
But-
that is gonna be
Oh,
quite painful.
there we go.
All the
That's
literally
it.
there were like 15 crossbow there.
Yeah, that was all of our army. This is why this is such a tough matchup to deal with, right? They don't even need to have a siege workshop out, so that is not even a tell that the Manganique is in play.
Yeah.
The only thing that we can do is have scouts with our army, have outposts with our army, and make sure that we invest into springles early on.
Yep. Oh, that villager.
And if we leave our units on the front lines, leave them in a staggered formation. It's all we can do.
That villager was a brave one.
Because you saw, like, all of our Arbilatriae were grouped up. Now we're barely getting any value out of this one, right? That is like 25%, right?
Yep.
Like we were basically getting another, I don't know how many extra.
25%.
How many were we on? Like 20.
There were like
Arbilatriae?
15 that died. Yeah.
Right, so that's like an easy. I can't do math, guys, but it's like an easy 4 or 5 extra crossbowmen or something
That's
like
pretty
that,
good math.
which is like really good. Knights coming in to charge that Manganique. It is
And
gonna go
it's
down,
gonna- yeah, both
but it
are gonna go
has
down.
already done the damage that it needed to.
Yeah.
Losing that
It had
mass is
It
so.
already had so many values. Like,
And this is why we went 2 Manganiques too, because if we just hit him once, those archers, those crossbowmen survive. Those
yeah, they can
Arbilatriae
move
survive.
then, right? Where if it all hits at the same time, you either move preemptively or you don't move at all because they're dead.
Yeah, it just gives you no time to react. And Trips doing again what she did last game we casted, which is like trying to just take that army away from my base. She says, take it away. I don't want you near my base right now.
Yeah, try and go defend yourself. But like
I need some time to come up with a counter to this. The spring ult is up, is being produced already now.
But there's no Manjaniques now.
But we could have anticipated this. I mean, we knew what was happening.
Yeah.
Right. Obviously, it's easy for us to know when that it was happening. We do need gates somewhere.
But we do have some crazy walls coming.
Yeah,
up,
we
though.
do, but we do need gates somewhere. DLC.
I mean, maybe not. Maybe she just wants to not fight anymore. She just wants to stand on her own side of the map. She wants to become like she wants to play farming simulator instead.
An interesting little bit here is that DL-Zig did not scout out this southern part where there are two.
That is so unfortunate. I mean, that
two
one
relics.
you might see. That one's really on the edge.
It might not be. It's like right this one.
Yeah.
It might not show up on the minimap. Is the thing.
Yeah.
So she's got 3 relics.
I mean, she must have an idea where it is. You know, she's got.
Yeah,
she's got
yeah,
Trui
pretty
and
good
Nim.
idea of where
You
it
know?
should be. This wall is going to come down, and from that point on, all of this, good reaction here. Good reaction from Trips.
The spy sheep is still there.
This is good reaction, right? Like you know that these farms are going to be compromised. We know that we need food to continue being competitive here,
Yeah.
right? We're just going to move all of this on the berry bushes. Does it matter that these berry bushes are going to be out in a matter of seconds with that many villagers? No, it doesn't. As long as we have some extra food production still keeping
At
us
least
in
it's
the game.
doing something.
They're doing something. This is what I wanted, right? The horsemen, I think, are a much better frontline unit, perhaps, than the knights are. Because even if they go into desert raiders,
Yeah.
the horsemen countered the desert raiders because the desert raiders are a ranged unit,
Yeah.
and horsemen do extra damage versus ranged units.
But there's just not enough army for Trips right now.
No, it's just losing that arbaletier mass. That hurts so much.
I feel like that was the point where it turned and it was gonna be really, really hard for Trips to still win.
Yeah, and all that we could have done against that, is use the staggered formation when we set up our units like
And
that.
knowing what's coming.
And knowing what's coming, knowing that the Ayyubids are likely to put in some work into getting that Manjanique. I think, yeah, just pull these back. Pull these back.
Hope that the town center will do some work. Yeah, that one.
We can use our Pavis shields as well if we need to.
And they're gonna go to those villagers now. They're running for their lives. The Matter has spotted them.
It's the, it's not a matter, it's the dervish.
It's a dervish. I thought they had drums. I don't know why I thought there were drums down there.
Yeah, that's an Ottoman unit.
Oh, really? Oh,
Steel arrow.
I'm still in my head in the last game then.
Oh yeah, we're gonna lose these villagers here. This is so painful.
17 villager kills already. Yeah,
And even our gold villages here up. I mean, this gold is depleted anyway. Not a big loss to move these villages over. We're gonna need to move those over anyway.
they're running for all the villagers are running for their life right now.
Yeah.
I mean, it says only three idle, but the ones that are running aren't counted, right?
Yeah, and now we have a huge gap in the amount of villagers that these players have.
Yeah, and the
Obviously,
Manjanique is coming once again.
We got almost 20 of our villages killed, right? We're not producing anymore because we're just spending so much time trying to move our units into safe places.
Yep. And DL-Zig is looking to drop a keep to just
Dropping
get,
a keep,
you know.
dropping rams. The interesting little thing, if you didn't know, like Ayyubid cavalry can also.
Wait, they
make
just make it from on the horse?
Yeah. You would say like that's not very. It's probably not a very ergonomic way to do
No.
them. Like you're like in that
Hanging on
saddle
the-
and
yeah.
everything. It's not the easiest way to do
At least
things.
get off your horse, you know?
And here we go. We've got the incendiary ammo being used by the Ayyubids.
Yeah, the Manjaniques are just destroying these buildings with these arrows. These
It just means that
incendiary-
you cannot come near this.
No.
I think these are okay. I feel like these were attacking ground there for a second. We have a mangonel coming in because our army, our opponent does have
Yeah,
a
if we can hit
lot
that.
of crossbowmen, 50
But we're gonna need to
crossbowmen.
hit it twice.
Yes, very good hit, very good
shot.
hit. Straight on center mass here. We need to use staggered formation with this.
Yeah, then it's gonna be a little harder for the mangonel to hit them. Plus, if you're gonna hit some units,
We are housed right now.
Sultan.
Sultan's Mamluks. This is going to boost our infantry if we have camel units nearby.
They're not here. Yeah, the mangonel is really trying its best to get rid of these crossbows right here.
It was the right call. We really needed this mangonel on the field.
Yeah, but sadly it's not doing as much damage as the Manganiques have been
Yeah,
doing.
we're holding for now. But at this point, right, our way back into the game is we need a second town center.
we need villagers.
This is just a bare minimum, I think, of what we need. We need a second town center because we need to even up that villager
Yeah.
count, right?
And there's walls everywhere, so we can't just
need
do
to
the
be
raids.
raiding their farms.
I mean, that's gonna be hard with
primarily.
double wall.
It's gonna be very hard with double wall. It's gonna be very, very hard with double wall. But it's what we need, right? I'm not saying like this is easy, this is doable, this is a quick and easy solution to our problem, because it's none of it. We need to pick up these relics because we would love some extra gold income for our knights, for our crossbowmen, for our siege.
Oh, that siege is
Our
gonna go
mangonel
down.
cannot go down. Very good.
Oh.
Trips coming back in to try and save that mangonel, knowing that we need this in the fight.
Yep, and turn around.
We need to
Shoot
turn
at it.
around
Yeah,
and
yeah. It goes. There it goes. Oh, it's doing so much damage.
DL-Zig actually has a springald in the back, but
There's a
it's
second
using
one.
it.
Oh,
But
yeah.
using it to hit the town center instead.
Ooh, that's
Villager needs to come
waste.
out and repair this mangonel, because otherwise it will get
It's
taken
going
down
in-
by this springald very, very quickly.
Going in the front line. A lot of villagers.
Ooh, oh, good repairs on the
Oh.
mangonel. Yeah, here we go.
Oh, it went down anyway.
It went down anyway. We did
was
not
a
have
springald.
any more knights on the field to take out that springald. We had a springald of our own, but there was so much going on here, and we did have great value out of our mangonel here. It's a really good hold by Trips, but now there is a keep right outside of our base.
Yeah, see, like DL-Zig
And
has
all-
claimed so much space right now.
All the eco-tech in the world is not going to even up our income, because
Nope.
did we switch this over earlier? I think we might have forgotten. Look at this, 2,400 food for the Ayyubids,
Versus
right?
the 600.
We're not even on half of that. We're not even on half of that. We have comparable wood income, comparable gold income, but the food is gonna make all the difference. And the micro is good here. The micro is good. Like this is a good defense. But Trips is not allowed to leave this base, because there's an outpost right here, there's a keep right here, and all that we have are some villages down on the south here that could very easily be exposed. And if this gets spotted, then we're in a world of trouble. There's no coming back
I
from
mean,
that.
and DL-Zig has seen Trips on the board down there before, so she does know the Trips might be in that corner. Like, she's been there before. Why not be there right now?
It won't be long before we're forced off of this gold, and our other gold, this is empty anyway, honestly.
Yeah.
Our next gold would be here.
Yeah.
This is the easiest one to grab.
That
And
is quite dangerous.
this one perhaps, but
That one is open. Like, yeah, if you know,
It's-
that wall's not closed off.
it's not
fine.
easy. Like you would have to go past the keep already, right? To reinforce it and everything. So it's just-
Second keep is being dropped down. It's being spotted by Trips. But can she do anything about it?
she is picking up those relics. She is really trying her best to stay in this game. But
Yeah,
like we
if
said,
that
this is
keeps come
such a
up,
hard
ooh.
matchup.
That keep is gonna come up. She doesn't have time to, like, go and raid it.
No, you would love to bring up that mangonel, kill
Oh.
all those villages here.
The mangonel is going that way, but the horses are actually looking to come the way of the mangonel. Oh, it's so many
The
crossbows
massive
right
crossbowman is insane here. This mangonel needs to come out and kill those villagers.
there. It's shooting at the keep right now instead of the villagers.
I need to be firing at these crossbowmen.
It stopped firing at the keep.
And it was fired on the keep, fired on the front line men-at-arms, fired on the keep again. She's so busy because like the horsemen were over here already. She needed to check if her villagers were safe. This is GG.
I
This
mean,
is
as
over.
soon as there's a keep that's aiming at your town center,
Yeah.
there's not much that you can do
There's
anymore.
not much you can do anymore. We've stopped producing villagers. If we still want to produce villagers, we need to set our rally point onto this side, onto the away from the keep. But like, yeah,
It's too little too late.
it was a really difficult matchup.
DL-Zig, congratulations on winning this match. If you guys want to see more Women's League, make sure to click on one of the playlists and make sure to subscribe to not miss anything. And if you want to see Women's League live, it's going to be on the 27th and the 28th on Whamen Cutie's channel on Twitch.